Hello guys, this is Puerto Rico and today we have another red that we're super excited about it, and this is the Primary Arms SLX MD25. Welcome back guys, and today we're gonna send a red dot that was sent to us by Primary Arms. I wanna say thank you to them, and we also gonna leave a link on the description below for you to check it out. We also wanna say thank you to our ammo sponsor for this video, Palmetto. They sent us several hundred rounds for us to test different rifles. We got 9mm 5.56, 300 Blackout that we use on this video for this 300 Blackout pistol. We are happy and very grateful for them to send that ammo since it allows us to make free videos for you guys. Let's go back to the micro red dot from Primary Arms. First thing about this red dot is it is a little bit bigger diameter than regular micro red dots. Right here we have a Romeo 5, and this is very reliable, very affordable. I will say it's in the same budget kind of category, but if you compare it with the Primary Arms micro red dot 25, you can see it is a little bit bigger. That allows you to have a greater field of view. It allows you to see more through your reticle, through your target, and if it's moving or you have to look through some stuff, you still have some more room to see what you're trying to shoot at. And that's where the name of this red dot comes from. The MD25 states micro red dot 25mm diameter, and that's something about this red. It was very easy to acquire our target. We did go to West Texas and hunt some javelinas, and I'm not kidding when I say this, but I was able to see about 15 javelinas at the same time around 50 yards with this red dot. I shot a bunch of rounds down range, but I had to tell you guys, please train with your reticle, with your rifle. Please zero your rifle correctly. I was hitting about 10 feet low with the rifle. I put the suppressor. I did not account for the drop on the subsonic ammo through a suppressor. And even though I shot like 25 rounds, I did not hit a single javelina. So this does happen to you. You're gonna have your windage and elevation nut. You can see you have a nice cap there that will protect the nut from changing or adjusting on its own. This is what it looks like. And here on the side, you're gonna have one or two adjustment knobs. These are very easy to use with the back of that case or a little screwdriver, even a little knife. You'll be able to adjust it on the fly if you really need to. Something to know, this is not like your bigger scopes that are about 1/4 MOA click. This is more of a half MOA per click. A little careful there when you're adjusting it. Don't go too crazy because it's gonna pretty much adjust of what most of us are used to. Something that they feature on this red dot, which I think is amazing, is the battery life. You had this red dot for about a year. I used it a bunch of the range, take it hunting, and I haven't changed the batteries. On that side note, you're gonna have an auto life function. This means when you set up this rifle on your safe, you set it up by the bed, whatever you want to set it up, it will dim that light or shut it off for a period of time. When you pick up your rifle, it will come back to the setting that you left it on, and that will help you save some battery and not run through the whole thing, which we do here plenty of time. We leave the red dots on, and the next time we're gonna use the rifle, we need the battery. Then they have a little tiny weird battery. Then we don't have battery. We need to go walking. We need to go to the store, get batteries, and just all too hard. So having that auto life function is gonna save us some of the unexpected trips. This is an ACSS reticle, so this one's gonna have the triangle with the bullet compensation little dots. It's a little bit of a bigger reticle, so this one's about 12,000 hours. You have that 2 MOA dot, just a little dot. It's gonna last you about 50,000 hours. And because there is a red dot, there is not a hologram, you have no power life. And something really cool on this red dot, you have plenty of adjustment. You have about 11 brightness adjustments and 2 night vision modes. So when it's super bright outside, you can take this red dot, crank it up. It's gonna run your battery down, but you'll be able to see your reticle. Some of the other red dots that we tried before, when it's really bright outside, it gets a little bit harder to see that red dot. If you are shooting at night, if you're hunting, or you're doing night vision, you can crank the red dot all the way down, or the night vision mode, so you don't have a big red blur on the middle of the red dot. And all of the settings on the right environment are very clear. If you look at the glass of this red dot, you have that bluish hue. I think it helps a lot to see that dot a little bit more clearly, especially when it's very clear outside. That red dot or the ACSS reticle has something to contrast from. I know a lot of people like the clear glass. Most of the time it's not practical when it's really bright outside. You can barely see the dot, and some red dots are terrible at that. I don't mind having a little bit of blue on my reticle and look through it because I know I can see my little red reticle at all times. And being able to see the reticle allows to do some fast shooting, some accurate shooting here and there. So we got no complaints about having that little bit of blue. When you get the SLX MD25, it's gonna come with multiple mounts. You're gonna have this top mount that is gonna be a little bit higher. It just make it more natural to look to your red dot. You don't have to dig into your stock to be able to see the red dot at that Picatinny rail level. I think it's a little hard. I think even having a beard will make it hard to look that low into the axis of the right. So having this elevated mount, it just make it super easy. Very natural for me, so I dig it a lot. Then you're gonna have your little mount, almost flush mount. That's not what we want with a setup like this. So in some instances, like the AK or some of the carbon have a stock that's a little lower. It helps to have a reticle or a red dot sight that low. If you want to get into the nitty-gritty, you have some adjustment plates right here as well. You have two of them, two different sizes, so you can kind of fine-tune where you want to sit that reticle. You also want to have your little star torque kind of keys, all of the screws that you need to mount this reticle to the right height and the right setting. If you need to change your battery, it's just a standard 2032 battery, which they are really common. You can buy them on most stores. Like I mentioned before, and you can see on the housing of this red dot, this is the ACSS reticle. That means you're gonna have the little donut on the top with a little triangle. That's gonna be the middle of your reticle, and you're gonna have the bullet compensation, the BDC coming down. I'm gonna try to put a screenshot of this on the picture based on the caliber that you're running. If you're running 5.56 or 300 Blackout, that's gonna have different reference points throughout the reticle. That's gonna help you hold if you're shooting longer distances. Even if you're shooting 300 Blackout unsuppressed or subsonic suppressed, you're gonna have different holding points. And something really cool is that the donut that you have on top, think of it as a holographic sight, just like an EOTech. When you're shooting close quarters or you're really close yardage and you're trying to shoot really fast, anything within that donut, if you zero your reticle right or at least close to right, you'll be hitting your target centerman. That's a pretty neat feature to have for close quarter combat. And then you're gonna have all the reference point that you can use for bullet compensation when you're shooting longer distances. So far we're running the SLX MD25 with the ACSS reticle on this little rifle. It's gonna be a 300 Blackout primary arms with a PA-15 lower, so it's your AR-15 lower. You have a cool silencer cut on the front. This is the 36M with the Charlie ASR mount. Super neat right there. And then we're gonna have a surefire M300 light with a pressure pad on the top and a simple Magpul sling. Just if you are wondering what this setup looks like, we're taking this gun to the range. We shoot it unsuppressed a lot because we didn't have the suppressor back then, and it ran super good. We ran it, you shot some steel, we were shooting our target most of the time because we're not great shooters. We just shoot for fun, and even though we can hit decent target, we still miss a lot, and that's why we are trying to focus on more training lately. Then we shot this pistol with a couple hundred rounds of 300 Blackout subsonic with the suppressor on when we were hunting javelinas, and we shot a bunch on the way there and all that good stuff. And the reticle never failed. The only fail that we have was me shooting without zeroing the reticle after adding a suppressor, and that's my fault. After that, we zeroed this reticle, we shot it a bunch more, and we hit the target every single time when shooting a reasonable target. If you want to check one of these out, I'm gonna leave the link on the description below to Primary Arms, so you can check one of these out. And I will say these are on the budget side, so if you want to try on any of your rifle, test it out, I think you should go for it. If you want to support the channel, just hit that link for the reticle or any of the links in the description below. It's gonna give us a small commission without costing you anything, so we can make these videos for free. If you like this video, please hit the like button below. Please subscribe, and see you till next time.